Alrighty. So, hey, welcome everybody. This is a presentation, a training produced by Arbonne Independent Consultants. It's not produced or endorsed by Arbonne the company. We're just friends helping friends do what we did, build a business. Anyway, so I just want to clarify, like Arbonne in February started doing their own Discover Arbonne events on Zoom. I believe they're Zooms. Anyway, and so they're happening, I don't even know, I can't keep track of it, twice a week maybe, but they're often. And so those are produced by corporate and they're great. They're tools, but I feel like sometimes our brain can like swim around like I'm trying to build a business and work and I have kids and I can't separate all the things. Yeah, me too. Anyway, so we do at least one, we call them curiosity calls on our team a month. And it's usually Dr. Osborne or I. Sometimes we also add special guests, but we usually call ours curiosity calls. Other teams probably call them the same thing too. But just to let you know, it's usually the second Monday of the month, unless we have like a surprise product to launch or something we don't know about. But they're usually the second Monday of the month. And so this is coming up on Monday the 9th, which is tomorrow night. And it's 7 Central, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain Time. And it will be Deanna and I, and we'll be talking a little bit about the Arbonne business and our own stories, just a little about our own stories and about this amazing product that's driving us to the next level of business. And so we'll incorporate a little bit about the GLP1, which is out of stock, but you can still order it. Let me just frame this up for you, my friends. When we launched a skincare line a while back, actually it was long after the launch. The skincare line had been around a year or two, I guess. And we went to a new computer system at Arbonne. This was probably 18 years ago, maybe. And the computer system lost its mind and stopped ordering products and all sorts of that stuff. So people were waiting 2 weeks for a skincare set. And we were just like, you got to get in the queue or it's going to be even longer. Get your order in or it's going to be even longer. So what happened to us is Arbonne right now with GLP-1 got short shipped by our manufacturer for some things that they said were out of their control. But, you know, they're our manufacturing partner. We trust them, but they shorted us on our original shipment. That's rolling what they shorted us, plus Arbonne's ordered more. But the products that were short shipped are scheduled to come in within a week or so. And what Arbonne's doing is whatever the person orders, they're shipping what they have in stock and they're shipping the GLP-1 separately. And I think this is pretty awesome because usually people are getting free shipping on their orders, right? So they're doing 2 free shippings for one order, basically. So I love our company and stuff happens, but you know, things happen with
What do you
sorry,
think?
I'm trying to get you guys all muted. There we go. Anyway, but things happen in business and I love having a company that does their best to do their best for us and for our customers. So anyway, but we're excited. We're still selling it and it will ship when it comes in. But this curiosity call will be tomorrow night. And so who do I invite to a curiosity call? Well, you know, I say anyone who, of course, is a preferred client should be introduced to the business side of Arbonne. And the way I say it is you love the products. I'd love for you to hop on this Zoom and just take a peek at the business side. And I get it. It's probably not for you or it might not be for you right now. But someone may come to mind. I'm really expanding my business and I'm super excited because we're literally changing people's lives with Arbonne. So it's a super quick call. You can be a fly on the wall. Is it okay if I send you a link? It's like that easy breezy, right? So people who already use and love the products would get invited to a curiosity call. People who you just want in business with you. The people who light up the room instead of the ones who you wish they'd leave so the room would light up. You know, they're just, they're just wah, wah, wah. They're the Eeyore, not the Tigger, right? So we want the Tiggers, so we want to invite them. And so I want them on my team and I have enough influence with them that I could ask them and they'd actually consider it. They're a friend, they're a business associate, they do my hair, and same thing. I always say, I would love for you to hop on this quick call Zoom tomorrow night. You can be a fly on the wall. It's about the business side of Arbonne. You may not need extra money right now, but you may know someone who does. And that's how I usually frame it up. Like, I think you'd be great at it, but it's completely up to you. But just give a listen. I don't know if it's for you right now, but I definitely know it's worth taking 20 minutes and giving a listen. I'm really excited about my business. I'm moving forward. I'm literally changing lives, and someone may come to mind. And someone does come to mind, you guys, when you share this with people, even if it isn't for them. Lavelle Augustine, you guys have heard from her a lot lately. She's an executive national vice president from Orlando, Florida, and she was in banking. She owns a mortgage company in Orlando today for 20 plus years. But before that, she was with a bank, and she asked some of her banking friends, the people that she worked with, to take a look at Arbonne. And almost none of them said yes, but she would always ask, did anyone come to mind as I was sharing? Because I'm really looking to expand my team right now. And someone said, well, this girl is in the Miss Florida pageant and she needs money for her dresses and all of her stuff. Her name was Rachel Todd at the time. She ended up being Miss Florida and ended up being a VP on Lavelle's team eventually. So you guys have heard that story before, but you're a business person. Do not be weird about asking for referrals. Basically, you're asking for a referral. Now, I don't say, do you have any referrals for me? But I say, as I was sharing, who came to mind? Or as I'm sharing, someone may come to mind who this would be great for. And I'm the kind of person who can be trusted, and you are too. We're nice people. We're not pushy. And it isn't pushy to say someone may come to mind. So did anyone come to mind? As I was sharing. So we have a new flip chart to that end that is a business presentation. And at the end, it shares basically how Arbonne has grown for our team. And it asks if someone came to mind. And sometimes people say no one at all. And sometimes people go, yeah. Like Lavelle Augustine, when she heard about the business, said, I'm not interested, but my sister does stuff like this. As it turns out, Lavelle actually built a business and her sister never did. But at the time, no one comes to mind if you don't ask. So the Arbonne Curiosity Call, I chased a rabbit there for a minute, is tomorrow night. And if you invite people, invite them with a heartfelt invite. Let them know why you invited them. I invited you because you know everybody. I invited you because you've shared with me before that you don't absolutely love your job. Or I invited you because you're an amazing teacher and I know you don't love working summers. Or, whatever it is. But I'm doing this. I've gotten really serious about it. I love the community and I'd love to share with you. You can be a fly on the wall. And then remind them anytime you invite anybody to anything, the Galentine's giveaway, the curiosity call, you have to shoot them a little text to remind them when it starts because they're not in Arbonne. Even if they are, wanting to hear about it, they have life happening. And and I know, you yourself will look up and go, oh my gosh, I meant to get on that. And you didn't because life happened. So be a professional. Shoot them a little text. Hey girl, that thing I invited you to, it starts in 10 minutes. Just want to give you a heads up. Can't wait to see you on there. So basically, that's the curiosity call, how to invite, who to invite, people that you're interested in. Stop looking for people to be interested. They're not. They don't know what it is. They're clueless. I mean, think about it for yourself. I'm looking at Molly on here because Molly was a product user. She had a big testimony with Arbonne, but she wasn't interested at all in building a business. It wasn't even on her radar until I said to her, have you ever thought about doing this as a business? And I'm sure she thought to herself, no, I haven't. But I went to see her. I was visiting my sister. Molly lives 6 hours away from me in Denver, North Carolina. But I saw her numbers popping up. And and then I thought, well, I'm just going to make an appointment to see her and share a little bit about the business side of Arbonne. And it was totally cash. And she hadn't thought about it at all. But it was put on her radar screen that day, and she actually decided to build a business. I came back, visited my sister the next month, got to see my niece and nephew, and launched her. I guess it was the next month or thereabouts. But she wasn't interested. She didn't make the connection of my life has been changed. I could change other people's lives. Molly is a music therapist. She's a certified music therapist, but she has a child who's had, impactful medical problems. And so she had to walk away from her profession. And this has given her an outlet to be able to build in and around his needs. So it's been a blessing to her. So, but she would not have made the connection on her own. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Stop looking for people who are showing interest. They don't know. They have no idea. They don't know what they don't know. So tomorrow night's a great opportunity, even for you to keep the conversation going. Like someone you did a one-to-one with or a brand call with, but they haven't pulled the trigger. Tomorrow night's a great follow-up to that. Hey girl, you were sort of like kind of interested in Arbonne. There's a little Zoom tomorrow night. You'd love it. The people on it are so fun and the community's so great. I'd love for you to take a peek. It's just like other people, real people who actually do Arbonne. You could take a peek. So it's a great follow-up for people who didn't pull the trigger or for people who signed up and never did a single thing. So here's a secret to network marketing. Some people will sign up. They want to go the whole to the top and they never do the first thing. I don't know why. Well, it's fear. I think it's fear. Like, I've never done this before. What did I do? You buy a new car over the weekend and on Monday you think, what have I done? So it may be something like that. I don't know. But it's confidence. It's just that their belief hasn't been built enough. So you are still treating them. If someone's a consultant on your team, they've never launched, you're going to treat them like a prospect because that's what they are. And you're going to give them more opportunities to take a look at different people doing the business and different aspects of the business. So that's not what our call's about tonight, but I wanted to talk a little bit about building your business with the GLP1 product or driving it. It's a tip of the spear product. It's an entry way. Like they come in with GLP1 and then you show them around the rest of the house. And they're not going to draw the conclusion that they can Arbonize their home. How many people have done Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living on your own team and that's all they ever did? Zero, nothing else. And I think it's because we will do a little something like, hey, we have skincare, or we'll talk a little bit about what else we have with people, but we don't actually make the connection for them that there's a business here, number one, and number two, that they can Arbonize their home. Like I use Arbonne toothpaste. We didn't have fluoride in our toothpaste before anybody else didn't have fluoride in their toothpaste. I mean, maybe Tom's was out there, but I guess it's been around for 16 years, 17 years, I don't even know, years. But we didn't put fluoride in our toothpaste. And so we've got toothpaste and we have shampoo and we have all these amazing things that they can get with their preferred client account. And I just share with them, hey, you're using stuff anyway. Now, Arbonne's not the cheapest, so maybe they don't invest in everything, but they will invest in more than their original purchase if you share that there's more there. And usually they'll get stuck just doing fizz and shake, which is fine. Hey, good. But there's an amazing skincare line here that's clean and awesome. So we bring them in with GLP-1 because that's their interest level. And then we show them around the rest of the house. So how do you start the conversation with GLP-1? Well, first of all, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink unless you salt his oats. And just like with everything, when we're using social media as a tool, we're just standing in the river of people flowing by and we're trying to create curiosity. We're not trying to tell the whole story. We're not trying to say, GLP-1, buy it, buy it, buy it. We're trying to create curiosity and find something that they would say, me too. Like either you share your own story. For me, I was having some inflammation. I couldn't figure out what it was. I had, and I think it was that 60-year-old last hormone dip before whatever. I don't know, but I was having some inflammation, just couldn't get the puffy look away. And GLP-1 has knocked that in the head for me. I was also like eating constantly all day long. Like by grazing in the dictionary, they have a picture of me. Like I didn't eat very much today. Just like handfuls of this and that all day long. I don't know why the grazing thing, why I was constantly hungry, but I was telling Deanna that like I'm constantly hungry. And my stomach wasn't growling, but I had gotten into the food noise. And I didn't know that that's what it was called. But anyway, so So some things have happened for me. If they happen for me, they're happening for other people too. Can you imagine that it might be? So in your posting, you're going to create some curiosity. Now we have some suggested posts. I have somebody who's doing posts for us at the beginning of the month. And there's a board for that. In fact, there is a Life Changers 411 board. So you might have just the link that I dropped earlier. That's just the post, but there's a Life Changers 411 board now. Yes. Thank you, Denise. Denise urbanized her home a long time ago, right? Anyway, but there's a Life Changers 401 board. It has some other stuff in it, but it also has a GLP1 s'more. Now, hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull it up and share my screen with you. Maybe. So, this isn't the board, but yeah. Can you guys see my screen navigating to different windows, or is it still? It is. Okay, good. Okay, so you see GLP1. This is just general information. And you'll see the s'more that I'm talking about. So all of these are independent links, but you can snag them here. I don't feel like this is a first contact with GLP1. I don't think, like, I talked to the lady at my boutique that I shop at about GLP1. I'm not going to send her this board, but I'm going to scroll down here probably, and it has testimonies. I might send her a couple of testimonies, but I'm going to look here. Look, there's Dr. Osborne's video on the GLP1. Barbara's video is good, but it's a little bit, it's a lot of information. So I really like Deanna's video, but you can use whatever you want because they're all right there. And there's a testimony, GLP1 versus Arbonne GLP1 nutrition support. So these are recordings. When you click on them, the links will be there, and you'll be able to share. So the other thing, but I don't think this is for somebody who hasn't purchased the product yet, this board. I think it might be okay if they purchase the product and know a little bit about it, but it's not the very first thing that I do. So oops, sorry. There we go. You can see here there are story images, beginner's guide, launch team. I mean, there's just a lot of information there to support you. Hold on, I just navigated away from my board. All right, there we go. And this is, I'm going to go over that in just a minute, but these are the March suggested posts that you guys may have already seen for our team. And I'm about to add, it's on our Google Drive right now. So we have two places that we have information, the Google Drive and now the boards. We're just starting the boards though and adding stuff. So Google Drive has our documents. Lifechangers411.com, our website, also has information. It has lots of information for the client, and we're going to be adding a GLP1 information station there. So whether it's lifechangers411.com or boards or the Google Drive, this is on our Google Drive. It's also on the Arbonne app. Arbonne app has stuff too, like so much stuff. That's the problem, right? Anyway, when I am talking to somebody or give them a sample, so I might put a serving of GLP1 in a little Ziploc baggie that I can get at Michael's. Yes, you can get them on Amazon, and you can even get little Mylar ones on Amazon, but Michael's also has tiny little jewelry. They'll be in the jewelry department, the jewelry findings where the beads are. They're little bead bags. And I might put a serving in there. And then I will give them this, and I'll tell you why. I will send it to them. You can send it from the Arbonne app, or it's on our Google Drive. But you can send it to them on their phone, and I point out, hey, this is how you use it. It's on there. And I will even pull it up on my phone and show them. And then this is what I'm sending you. Has all the information. And these are the ingredients. Arbonne really doesn't like us giving a sample of something without their directions and ingredients. And I know a lot of times we make up our own cards, and that's your business if you do that. I'm not telling you to do it though. This is so easy because I can send it from the Arbonne app and I'll know if they open it. I'll know if they see it from the Arbonne app. So I popped it here just in case anybody wanted it, but I like that it has the supplement facts on it and it has Arbonne's official how to use it and, you know, why they're using it, why they might want to use it. So there are a few ways to drive your business with GLP-1. The first way is to salt people's oats on social media and create curiosity. Now, connection, remember we do the 4 C's. So, compliment, connection, you know, when I and I'll go into that in a minute, but connection is the currency of social media. When I connect with someone on Messenger, that is social media lights up about that and connects us and they see more of what I'm posting. And that's kind of a follow-up, right? So when I post something, I'll have some likes and I might have some comments. Maybe I've done a call to action, drop a heart if you want to know more, something like that. But I'll have some comments and I like to do something like comment, heart, or DM me so that people can think, you know, if I don't have a lot of hearts, people are DMing me or whatever, but I want to share my own journey sometimes and I want to vary how I share, sometimes on my story, sometimes as a post, sometimes as a reel. And if you'll see our little suggested posts for March, it has stories and reels and a post suggestion. It's not one for every day, but you'll have one, you know, you'll have something to get you going. So when I'm talking to someone about GLP-1, if I've posted and they've liked it, which is mostly the case, I then have to reach out to them. And remember, connection is the currency of social media. Conversation is the currency of social media. I will reach out to them and say, girl, thanks for the like. I'm feeling like $1 million. Do you have any health goals this year? Or what are your health goals? Just super fast. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not spending a ton of time there. And they'll tell me their health goals. So, or they'll say, not really, I'm feeling amazing. And I'll say something like, any sleep trouble, any, you know, trouble with carbs, any, you know, that kind of thing. I don't say, do you need to lose weight? But I just say, you know, could you use better sleep? Could you use more energy? You know, could you use less cravings? And they'll tell me. And then I'll say, hey, I'd love to shoot you a little more information about this product I'm using. Are you curious at all? Like, I want to create some curiosity and get some back and forth going with them. So what I try to do is go ahead and have the sale. I might send Deanna's video and say, hey, just give a watch to this while you're sitting in the carpool line or while you're on your work tomorrow, while you're on your way to work tomorrow. And then I'll reach out because I just want to hear what you think about it, if anything resonated with you or whatever. So you're going to make a time to follow up on anything you give them. And it doesn't have to be like, I'm going to call you at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but I'm going to reach out tomorrow. Now, they may not take your call, and that's completely fine. You're last on their list, and that's all right. It's totally fine. You just stay positive. You don't think what they're thinking. You just reach out with the next thing. So I'm going to, whatever I give them, if I just give them information, if I give them a link, I'm going to, when I get permission and they say, yes, you know, yeah, I'll take a peek at that. You'll say, okay, can you watch it tomorrow in the carpool lane? And then I'll call you because I really want to know what you think, basically. So I'm going to set up a time to touch back base with them. Now, if I'm having a lot of people just want the product, right? And if they want the product, let them get it. Don't say, I can send you a sample. The 90-day money-back guarantee is the sample. You feel more comfortable. Oh, let me just send you a sample, see if you like the taste. They may or may not like the taste, but they want to feel better. They'll get over it whether they like it or not. That's what I tell people. You have to kind of grow up a little bit in the taste department. But anyway, so I want to have the sale. I don't want to push the sale off, right, with a sample. And a lot of us who are uncomfortable with selling stuff will fall back to a sample. I only send the sample if I feel like they're not ready to purchase. Make sense? So, because they're not going to be stuck with it. if they don't like it, it's fine. So anyway, so this is our Google Drive. It's a little crazy. I'm eventually trying to get to here though. If they purchase the GLP1 and they become a preferred client, like I really also, let me just say that I don't want them to just get the GLP1. I want them to get the metabolic bundle because it's a better deal, like by $1 million. But anyway, but I'm going to finish the sale with them, and whatever they buy, I eventually want to do this presentation with them. This is on the Google Drive. It's also going to be on our board, or may it be on our board already. And it also has a script to go with it. I encourage you, even if it feels weird and clunky, I've done this 6 times this week. And every single time I read the script because I'm auditioning my business for the person sitting across the table from me. And I want them to feel comfortable that they'll know what to say and they'll know how to say it. So this is, you would print out this and then you would print out the script. And you can actually put the slide on one side and the script on the other, on the different page. So the script is facing you. You can pop it into a flip chart. So that's really, or a lot of times we're doing it on Zoom, which is totally fine. You can have your script just sitting there with you. But it is a business presentation that's on purpose. And the script actually has minor points of agreement and major points of agreement. We've been using a long time a document, and it's still on our drive, called Is Arbonne For You? But remember, I told you people don't know what they don't know. And I start out this presentation with Is Arbonne For You? And they're thinking, no, Arbonne's not for me. I don't want to do network marketing. So I'm starting my presentation from a no in their brain. And I want to start a presentation from them thinking about what they would like more of. I want to start with yes. I want them to agree, right? Right. I want them to, when I say right, they're thinking right. So they're already thinking in a positive way. I'm not trying to get them to do anything they don't want to do, and I'm never going to be pushy ever. But I also don't want to use a presentation that has no in their brain before I ever even say a word. So there are these minor points of agreement and a place for you to tell your own story, your own product story in 2 sentences, your own why in 2 sentences. You can make it your own for sure. But the script is written in such a way that it says the same thing, replacing, helping people Arbonize their home, have a healthier home and a healthier body, because Arbonne's products are pure, safe, and beneficial. And it says it several times because people aren't paying attention usually, or they just need to hear it. So this is our business presentation. And I'm not going to go through it all tonight, but I do have a recording that I'll be popping up soon, so you can just listen to me doing it. I like to just listen to stuff in the car when I'm driving around. I feel like it's my rolling university. Anybody else? My little granddaughter, I take her to dancing school every Monday night, and it's 20 minutes. And I will talk to her on the way to dancing school. I'll pay attention to her. And then on the way home, when she's tired and cranky, I let her listen to something that I shoot into the back seat, and I'm listening to an Arbonne training or something. So I decide on purpose when I'm going to listen to stuff and how, because I have a busy life too. I teach Tuesday night Bible study. I'm the leader of a ministry called Team Kid on Wednesday nights. I teach middle school, Sunday school, and I'm on the worship team at our church. And that's just the stuff that I personally do without being connected to my husband. So, and what he does. So I get that you're already working a job and you have kids. I get it. I'm living there with you. So don't let our wealth of information trip you up. Don't let it's in a board, or it's in the, just ask your upline for it and they'll give it to you. If you're new, just ask your upline for it. Like, don't go to all these places. We want you to do what only you can do. And only you can reach out to your people. Only you can get people to come to your event. Only do what only you can do. When I launched Deanna, I put in every order for her for about 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months. And I was just like, I'll put in the order. She worked 65 hours a week, had 3 little kids. Her husband was also a doctor. Somebody was always on call at their house. I wanted her reaching out to her people. right? I'll put the dang order in. It'll just take me a second. Finally, she goes, I think I'd like to put some orders in. Okay. Only she could book her parties. Only she could book her one-to-ones. Only she could connect with the people that we wanted on her team. Only do what only you can do. Ask your upline if you have a question about something or you need a document. And you guys all are in messenger threads. Pretty much everybody on here is in a team messenger thread. Ask it on your messenger thread or on your Facebook group. Hey, I need this document or whatever. Somebody will get it to you. Don't get overwhelmed by our sheer volume of stuff because it's so easy to make stuff right now. Canva is easy. It's easy to come up with a million different ways to do Arbonne, and that is the blessing of Arbonne. It's also our curse because you will get stuck in what's the best way? What's the best way? Where's this? Where's that? I'm so confused. Just know, you guys, that you can, your upline's going to walk you through every single thing for the first year you're in Arbonne. We're going to make sure that before you go to your party, we'll have done a party with you, at least one. We'll make sure that you know what to take to your party. We'll walk you through it. It's a mentor relationship. It's not a boss relationship. It's not we're going to sign you up and then, go for it, girl, or you're on your own. That's not how we roll as a team. So don't be like shut down. So what I do is I'll start a conversation on social media. Perhaps I've used a post or someone has liked a story, or I've just seen that they viewed it. They don't even have to give me a heart. I'll say, hey, thanks for stopping by my story. Got any health goals this year? Or I'm feeling so good. And thank you for liking it. Or thank you for dropping by. Have any health goals this year? Now, and then I'm going to start the conversation about GLP-1 when I find out what their health goals are. The other thing is I'm going to see people in person and they're going to have seen what I posted and they may not say a thing. I'm at my boutique that I frequent sometimes, and she goes, don't you guys have a new product? I'd like to say that I brought up the new product. I didn't bring it up. She brought it up. Don't you guys have something new in Arbonne? I'm so glad I posted about it because I'm just shopping in here today. So I was like, oh yeah, girl. She is always trying to lose weight. Always. And I've talked to her about Arbonne before. I didn't bring it up. And I've invited her to stuff and she hasn't come. But GLP-1 got her attention and I'm running by there tomorrow. Now, I'm probably, I'm going to go back and forth with her in text or on Messenger, however. But it's because I was posting that she saw what I was doing and became interested. So don't fall into the trap that you posted a lot and you think you posted too much about it. You haven't. So even in posts, you guys, you can use the suggested posts. You don't have to come up with something different. And if you're just starting, you have so many people in your circle that you haven't talked to, and you want to start there. Like, if posting is easy for you, do it. But what's the most important thing is that you reach out to your people. You'll be inviting them to your launches or inviting them to a one-to-one or inviting them to a brand call. Start there. We grow fastest with our lukewarm market. So start with the people you know and the people they know. We always say, who do you know that would love this? Who do you know that would be great at this? Because we are always looking to get into a lukewarm market because that's where we have the most impact. That's where we change the most lives. You know and I know your sister is going to shut you down sometimes. My sister does anyway. I love her. Well, my one sister uses greens and fizz like every single month. My other sister is a sugar addict, and she makes fun of me because I eat healthy, and she's tall and skinny, so I want to just knock her down. Angela. But it's her friends that I have the loudest voice with. It's her friends in her area. It's when I friend them and they see what I'm posting, or she had a party for Kristen 12 years ago. And my sister had a party to help my daughter out 12 years ago. And I'm still meeting people from that party. People who know people. Molly Johnson is a product of that party, and she never attended it. She never attended that party, but a girl named Angel Dobson signed up, and Angel signed up a girl named Kelly Rabelais, and Kelly signed up Molly. But that one party led me to all those people. And then Molly started using Arbonne, and I connected with her and shared the business. And here she is today. This is how networking works, you guys. You don't know enough people, but people know people. And the lukewarm market, not the cold market. Definitely talk to cold market people if you want to, but it takes a lot longer. It's so much faster with your lukewarm market. So building your business, I'm sorry, I've kept you guys over. Building your business with GLP1, just like anything else, starts with the conversation starter, starts with the question, the ask. What are your health goals? Even if somebody comments on my posts, which we've had a lot of, right? Who has had people comment on their posts? And you've sold stuff just from social media. Ah. Even so, I still want to ask them, what are your health goals? Because I want to introduce them to at least essential meal protein. So I want to not just add to a sale, but I know they're going to be so much more successful if they have the protein for at least one meal, right? So GLP-1 is amazing. It works. It's today. People are interested in it. And how many of you guys have started your GLP-1? Oh, on the days that I haven't taken it, I still feel better. Thank you, Linda. I still feel better. I still feel less hungry, even if I've skipped a day because of life or whatever. So in this board, I will share with you, when I post this recording, I'll share with you Life Changers 411 board. There's only a little bit on it, but there'll be more. I'm adding to it. You find information on our Google Drive, on Life Changers 411 board and Life Changers 411 website. And you find out, you get whatever you need from your upline if you're new. If you're in your first 6 months of your business, we want you to power through your warm market and your lukewarm market. Woo, woo. Hey, if you're new, Stephanie King is a new district manager. She just promoted last month. Woo, woo, woo. Anybody else new? New district manager, new promotions, anything? All right, well, welcome, Stephanie. We're super excited to have you guys. Hey, thanks y'all for a great call, just seeing all your beautiful faces. Thanks y'all for a great call. I did such a great job now. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Talk to you guys later. Have a good week.